Everyone has different identities, and a few of mine are the fact that I'm a young female Mexican American adult. I have a lot others, but those are the main ones that I like to sort of focus on, or the ones that I think first when I think of myself. The identity that I've always held closest to me, or the one that I think is sort of defines me the most, is the fact that I'm Mexican American, especially now with what's going on. It's something that I'm super proud of, and it's something that defines me as a person. It's how I grew up. It's how I learned things. It's my culture. Being Mexican American, a lot of the things I do come from that. So being Mexican American, especially today, is something that I'm super aware of. But the first time I was made aware of it was kindergarten, which is a super young age. But I went to a Catholic school, and there were no other people that shared that identity with me. I was the only one, so right away I knew that in that aspect I was different from the kids around me. And in a way, I felt sort of out of place. I know I shouldn't have, but I did, because I couldn't really relate to any of the kids in that way. It was weird. I don't know. I felt out of place, but at the same time, I felt like it was okay to be who I was and be with these kids, because we shared a lot of the same things, but that one part of me was like, you're not like any of the other kids here. It was, I don't really know how to explain it, but it felt like I was out of place, and like I told my mom, I was like, none of the other kids, speak Spanish, none of the other kids are like us, and my mom would be like, it's okay, you're still gonna make friends, you're still gonna be fine. Being Mexican American comes with so many stereotypes that I cannot think of one that does not make my blood boil. I think the biggest one that we can all sort of put out there is the fact that people still assume that I am undocumented. I've heard it told to my face in public with my mom, who is also Mexican American. They hear us speaking Spanish and they assume that we're undocumented. We're here to take their jobs. We're here to blah blah. So that's definitely a stereotype that I have dealt with, and I'm always gonna deal with, because people are closed-minded and don't just assume. They jump to conclusions. I think no one likes to be part of a stereotype, especially when the stereotype is based off something that you hold so dearly. Being Mexican American is something I am super proud of. I will always be proud of it. No one or anything is ever going to take that away from me. So when people just put me in a whole nother group of negativity, it hurt. Like, it's not a good feeling. No one likes to be stereotyped as something negative. It's not a good feeling at all. And I'm sure everyone can relate to that, So yes, I am Mexican American, but I'm not an undocumented immigrant. So Mexican American. I was born in America. Being a young female and being Mexican American in America has definitely changed the way I see the world, with certain things that have happened in the news lately. I feel like those two identities that I have are, a big reason for me to feel like we need change. Because those two identities are huge parts of who I am. And they're huge parts of how my future is going to go here in America, or just in general in the world. So, those two definitely shape the way I'm going to see the world for the next few years, or see the world for the rest of my life, because they're, I think, the two most important ones that I have. To me, being respectful and giving dignity to people who are different than me is by accepting them. Because honestly, I have no problem with any other race, religion, sex, gender, because I accept them. I know they're different than me. I know that we're going to have our differences, and, some of our thoughts might clash, but in the end, I can't change them. They can't change me. So I have to just accept them. And I think that's sort of the first step, so everyone can be respectful of everyone, is just accept everyone. Because in the end, you can't, like I said, you can't change what other people are.